So how do you undo your porn-damaged brain? Porn has detrimental effects on your brain, to your dopamine receptors, to your self-esteem, to your drive. How do you undo this? Especially if you've been doing it for such a long time. It just becomes a habit almost at this point, right? And that's the number one thing you want to do. And that's the thing I'm going to focus on today. I think there's so much negative effects porn has on people, especially young men. And so you don't tackle it by getting rid of everything all at once. That's an impossible task to ask. I think the best thing you can do first is separate porn and masturbating and self-pleasure altogether. Separate that from your habitual life. And what I mean by that is we've gotten so used to porn and masturbating, and we do it so often at the point where it becomes a habit. I remember I was taking a shower the other day, and I got in the shower. I wasn't even horny. I hadn't even watched any porn. I got in the shower, I cleaned everything, and then I started washing my hands, and I was getting ready to jack off. And without even thinking, and then I realized for a second, I was like, you know what? Why am I doing this? And I'm gonna be honest, I did it. Because it becomes such a habit for you. It becomes such a habit that you just do it without even realizing it. And so that's the first thing you want to do. Before you want to tackle your self-esteem, before you want to get that confidence back, you want to get that energy and drive back, before you want to get that, you want to fix your dopamine receptors, before you want to, start seeing women as, God's creatures and not objects, you want to separate it from your habitual life. Because you do it without even realizing it. And you're never going to be able to make progress when it's a habit to you. So, what you should do, and the most success I've had in my NoFap, you could say, efforts in my life, is when I separate it from habit first. You need to make the conscious effort that, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. I will do it, and this is maybe a little controversial. If you want to stop masturbating, you want to stop porn, I would make a conscious effort. I would go into the bathroom, lock the door, look at myself in the eye for 10 minutes, and make the conscious effort and make the promise to that person that I'm going to separate porn from habit. And then I'm only going to watch porn, I'm only going to masturbate when I get horny, when I feel like it. So, in this, once you make this decision, you can masturbate, you can watch porn. But if you get in the situation that I was yesterday, or a couple days ago, when I was in the shower and I just was about to do it, and without even thinking, without even realizing, without being horny, you're going to stop it there. You have no need to do it, right? Now, if you're horny, if you're watching some video that catches your attention and, you want to pleasure yourself, do it. Because you're separating porn, masturbating, self-pleasure from the habit. You do this, and it usually takes a couple, I would say, weeks/months, no more than 2 or 3. But you want to do this until you've separated it from habit, to where you don't even feel the need to do it when you get in the shower, when you get into bed. And then once you've created that separation from the habit part of it, now you can start tackling the self-esteem, the confidence, the drive. Because now it's not just a habit, it's something you do when you feel like it. So now you need to learn the self-control part of it. But how are you going to have self-control and stop it when you're doing it purely off of habit?